This is the plaintiff, Tawana Tucky. She says she was royally ripped off by the scamming defendant, used car salesman, who knowingly sold her a lemon. The minute she drove the car off the lot, she had problems with it. Those problems are going to cost her $2,000 to fix, and she wants the unscrupulous defendant to reimburse her. So she's suing. This is the defendant, Mina. He says he drove the car he sold the plaintiff for months before she purchased it, and there was nothing wrong with it. He was very surprised, even shocked, when she called complaining. He tried to appease the plaintiff, but she just stormed out, yelling, "See you in court, see you in court." Bottom line, she isn't going to get anywhere in court today because the law's on his side and he's going to win. He's accused of unloading a clunker.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant sold her a lemon, a car that was broken from the get-go. But the defendant says he drove the car for months and it was A-OK. It's the case of, I'm going to squeeze him for selling me a lemon.
Thank you, Douglas. Tawana Tucky?
Yes.
You are suing Mina, and you've asked us not to mention the name of the place. You're suing them for $2,000, $1,400 in repairs, and $400 for insurance. What's going on?
I bought the vehicle. I seen it on Craigslist. When I looked inside of the vehicle, there was a light on the dashboard, and I asked the defendant about the light.
Which light was on?
It's a circle with some kind of arrow or something on it. It didn't say what it was.
Okay.
So I asked the defendant about the light, and he told me that wasn't a problem. He sells cars with the light on, and that's not an issue.
What was the light that was on?
It said it was like a yellow light with a triangle.
Isn't that danger or something?
No,
doesn't that mean?
No. It's usually the traction light, and a lot of BMWs
What's a
have
traction light?
Traction control light.
What's traction control? I don't know what you're talking about. What's traction control?
For the tires.
Okay, don't get upset. Just explain it to me. I'm not a car guy.
For the tires. No, I don't even know. So most of the BMWs I sold pretty much have that, and I told her I'm not a mechanic. It shouldn't be a problem, and so she bought the car, and when she test drove the car, there was absolutely no issues with the car.
And then when did you start to have an issue with the car?
I drove the car for maybe about 3 days. I was on my way to the doctor's, and my whole dashboard shut down.
What does that mean?
My temperature gauge went to red, my check engine light came on, my speedometer turned off, my RPM turned off, the brake light came on, all these lights just started going crazy on the dashboard.
Was your car still running?
The car was still running.
What year car was this?
2001.
Okay.
So I called the defendant, and I told him what the problem was. The first thing he said to me was, you must have hit something really hard. It sounds like your speed sensor. I said, what do you mean I hit something really hard? He told me to bring the vehicle in. I brought the vehicle into him on Monday. My car hadn't gone through inspection at all. By the time I got there on the 12th, the inspection, the pink sticker was no good. But he gave me my license plates and my registration that day. He said he was going to find out what he can do as far as get a price for the vehicle, to get the vehicle fixed. I spoke to him. I told him to keep me in loop to let me know what he was doing. So he sent me the number. I spoke to the mechanic. He told me that there was no way to find out what was wrong with the vehicle until I got an instrument cluster. The car could not be read at all. So you had to get a new instrument cluster? I had to get an instrument cluster in order for the mechanic to even communicate with the vehicle.
Okay.
He told us how much it was.
How much was it?
$700.
Okay. So he puts that in?
Yes.
And then there's an additional repair after that because
yes.
he could now tell what was wrong.
Now he can tell what was wrong.
And what was wrong?
He told us it was the ABS module.
Here's what I'm not getting. This car was sold for how much money?
Okay, so this car was sold for $5,200.
Okay. Do you have the paperwork from the sale?
Yeah.
Can I see it? Do you have it?
Yes, I do.
Right. Is there a warranty on this?
No.
Yeah, I gave a third-party warranty.
You're saying no, and she's saying saying yes. And
Oh, yeah.
From him, no. He
Right,
gave me
so
a
then
third.
how are you suing him instead of taking your car to get repaired and going through the third-party warranty company? Because you bought a third-party warranty.
Right, but the third-party warranty wouldn't even cover what was wrong. The reason that I'm suing...
Okay, is this something that's covered by the third-party warranty or no?
Oh, I wouldn't know. It's because it covers engine, transmission.
Why are you taking the car back in rather than telling her go through your warranty?
Because I help all my customers out, to be honest.
So that's why you're suing him, but on what theory are you suing him when the only warranty you have is a third-party warranty?
Okay, so is it better to buy a car, I love this, on Craigslist or used car lot? What do you say?
I'll take my chances with the used car lot.
Why?
At least you're there. You can touch it. You're seeing the person that's selling it to you. You can.
But you can do that with Craigslist, right? When you buy something, I mean, you can go there and you obviously have to get the car.
Yes, but a car lot, you'll have somebody else there, a management, a position, a reputable place.
Yeah, but you know what they say about used car salesmen, right?
Yeah, but at the lot, they'll at least be there the next week. You never know where the Craigslist guy's going to go.
Okay, going inside the courtroom.
Is this the only document you have, or you have more paperwork?
more paperwork.
Wait, you think I'm going to go in there and steal it from you? Why don't you hand it up? Okay. But show me the other stuff, because the other stuff is the stuff that helps you, the where it says as is.
Well,
Can I please have that?
The as is on top, everything that's highlighted and dealer obligation, that she waives the passing of the inspection, the New Jersey inspection.
Oh, she waives that anyway?
Yes.
All right, here's where the problem lies. You bought a car which is old. It's 16 years old, at a negotiated price that you liked, but to do it, part of your deal was that you were waiving all dealer obligation. That's your signature here.
Yeah, that is my
You bought a
signature,
car
but I didn't know.
as is, and the only warranty you have is the one you paid for, the third-party warranty. This is the deal you negotiated, but you don't want to live up to it, because now you're out money and you want him to have to pay the money. But you have zero legal basis for making me order them to pay.
And even after I spoke to him and he agreed to give me money for the vehicle, after we...
What do you mean by give you money for the vehicle?
He called me when he got his court date, and he said to me that would there be anything as far as trying to negotiate
Right, that's called an offer of settlement. What did he offer you?
$800 is what we agreed to.
Okay, and you didn't take it?
I did take it. That's what we had agreed to. When I went to his office to go get it, he told me, bring the receipts. I bought him the receipts.
For the repairs?
For the repairs.
And how much were the repairs?
Altogether, I think there were $1,300 and something.
$1,354.
Okay. So you go there. What happens that day when you go there? You show him the $1,300, and what happens?
He said to me that his lawyer told him something. I don't even remember.
What did you say to her that day?
She on the phone told me she wants half and we're good.
Okay.
So I told her, how much are you spending? She said $2,000 over the phone. I said, I already gave you a phenomenal deal. What would you be happy with? She said $800. I said, okay. Then I spoke to my lawyer. He said, check the receipts.
Lawyer first, settlements after.
So
what did your lawyer tell you?
So then I checked he said, check the receipts, because she could make up any number. So I checked the receipts. $1,354.
Not $2,000.
No. So I divided the $1,354 in half, and then I said, you know what? If you really want to act like that, I'm dividing $1,354, subtracting my $145, which I did show her that day of the diagnostic.
No.
Yes, I did.
And
anyway,
what?
And then it came out to like $536 or something. So then I told her $550 even, and we call it a day. She then called me and stormed out. I walked out still.
Had you told her on the phone, I'll settle for $800?
What? Yeah.
You had told her on the phone that you'd settle?
No, on the phone, no. On the phone I said, come in. And yeah, I told her, I said, okay, but was it through text on the phone? I don't remember exactly.
All right, and then she comes in expecting to get an $800 check from you, and that's the first time you asked for a receipt?
Yeah.
Okay, so in reliance on him telling you that you were going to get $800, you drove to the place?
Yes.
How long's the drive?
Maybe half an hour.
So she drives over to get her $800, and it then occurs to you to ask for the receipts. Had you told him $2,000 was your expenses?
Yes.
No, I did not. I told him the reason that we agreed on the 800 was because I told him that the RPM in my car is still not working. So I don't know how much that's going to be. What he said to me was 650. So I said, that's not enough. We still have to get the RPM fixed. I don't know how much that's going to be. So we agreed with the $800. He said, okay. I said, $800, we'll cancel it. That's it.
But I'm not responsible of anything.
No, but here's the thing. This is kind of really interesting. I agree with you 100%. You could have told her, forget it.
Yeah.
But when you tell somebody, drive on in here, we have a settlement, the person drives on in there, you can't change a settlement.
I can, though.
No, but you can't. Legally, you can't. It may seem like a small thing, but there's a point in time where an empty promise becomes a settlement, and that point in time is when that promise is relied upon to do something, even if it's something as little as take a half an hour out of your day, drive over to where you are, because she thinks it's settled. She drove over there for nothing. If I was working only on this contract, you win. But you have put me in a position where I'm now working on a second contract, which is the settlement between you folks. So I have to find in her favor $800 verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Well, at a very unique twist, the plaintiff prevails when technically she probably shouldn't have prevailed. Have you learned something here?
Yeah, definitely. I'm shocked.
Yeah. The judge was in an awkward position.
Yeah.
She had to honor what you had said you'd give her.
Yes. Contract-wise, I would have been right.
Yeah, okay. Well, look,
Yeah.
you live and you learn, right?
Exactly.
All right, thank you very much. You must sign some documents. Stuckey, you are lucky. You're really lucky. No kidding. How do you feel?
I feel good. I mean, it's not what I asked for, but at least he knows that you can't tell somebody one thing and then change it.
That was really, who knew? I mean, technically, you shouldn't have gotten anything.
Well.
Zip. So you should feel very good.
I do.
Walk out of here smiling.
Thank you.
Harvey, a good lesson, right?
Yeah, Doug, it is a good lesson, but here's the thing. The advantage of buying at a used car lot is a lot of states have laws where you have certain built-in protections and warranties when you buy from a used car lot.